All right. LD MMAC. Sorry, y'all. It's your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys. Now this was a fight, man. I was looking forward to this fight. I know my man Ray the Judge Rodriguez, and he's coached by Mitman Joe Pereira. And you got to know, man, that this fight. And I knew a little bit about Tony Gravely, and so I figured, man, this fight right here, this is gonna be like probably one of the best fights of the night, in my opinion. And this fight didn't disappoint me, man. Like, you would look at this, and if you are casual, you look at this, you say, hey, this is a classic fight of striker versus grappler. But nah, man, this fight ain't play out like that. You would have had to watch some of Tony Gravely fights to know that he's not just a wrestler. And Ray Rodriguez, he's not just a striker. These are two very well-rounded fighters getting into that octagon. And so they did. Round one, Tony Gravely immediately came out. They got after it. He caught Ray Rodriguez with a right hand. And then Ray Rodriguez returned his own left and then threw a leg kick to Tony Gravely. They both were standing in front of each other, man, throwing shots. Tony Gravely caught Ray Rodriguez with a nice left hand and stunned him. Ray ate that shot. He recovered quickly, and he kept his defenses up. When the fight was in the center of the octagon, I felt like Ray Rodriguez was really, outstriking Tony Gravely. I felt that when the fight went against the cage, I felt like it was much of an advantage for Gravely. Gravely spent a lot of time trying to pressure Ray Rodriguez. He spent a lot of time doing it, and what he was doing, he was imposing his will on Ray Rodriguez. Ray, though, definitely, man, against the cage, his takedown defense, was pretty decent, man. It was pretty decent against a high-level wrestler like Gravely. And when Rodriguez got taken down, he was able to defend the submissions. And even Ray got one of his own takedowns, which I thought was kind of exciting. And it was interesting because I'm so used to, when I watch Ray fight, I'm used to either seeing him just beat somebody to death or, submit him. So it was good, man, watching, what Ray could do off of his back. And, Ray Rodriguez, man, that's a tough dude, man. It's a tough-ass dude. I would not want to, really fight this guy outside of an octagon. I wouldn't mess with him, man. The guy's tough, man. And, what do you do, man? What do you do if you Tony Gravely? You done hit this guy with everything you got. Everything. You hit him with your best shots. You taking him down, man, with your best takedowns. And he just keeps coming back for more. That's what Ray Rodriguez was doing, man. The fight was entertaining. Then Tony Gravely, man, he got a left hand off, man, and he stunned Ray Rodriguez. I thought he was about to finish the fight. I thought the fight was going to be over then. Ray shook that off. He shook it off. He ate it. Then Gravely caught Ray in the head with a high kick, and Ray ate that and shook that off. And I started thinking, man, I don't know how many of these that Ray can take, man. He can't keep taking these shots. And then Ray comes back with his own combination. Now, round two, interesting round, man. This round started off, man, basically how round one started off. These two, they started going after each other. They started throwing their shots, man. Both of them, they were trying to close the show. Tony Gravely was able to get another takedown on Ray Rodriguez. He was able to get that takedown. And, I thought at one point Tony was going to submit Ray Rodriguez. Ray, he fought off the rear naked choke, man, beautifully. And he was able to get back to his feet. Tony Gravely, man, he just seemed a lot bigger than Ray Rodriguez. He seemed more massive. And so he was able to impose his will. He was able to keep coming forward. He was able to keep pushing Ray against that cage. Ray Rodriguez didn't give up, though, man. He got the fight back to the center of the octagon. And Ray caught Tony with a nice flush combination, man. And I thought that Tony was going to stand there in front of Ray and they were going to trade. Tony got clipped, man, by Ray Rodriguez's left hand. And he said, nah, man, nah. I ain't doing that. And he took the damn fight to the ground again. And which is a wise move by Tony Gravely. But Ray Rodriguez did a good job of defending, man, any kind of submission attempts. And he was able to get back to his feet. So, I was like, damn, man, this is a good fight. And both of these two, they was going after it. Now, I felt like Tony Gravely, I felt that he was doing more offensively. I felt like he was. I felt like Ray was more defensive, and he was having to defend a lot of stuff. He was having to defend the takedowns. He was having to try to get back to his feet a lot. Whereas Tony Gravely, had most of the top control, and he was doing more damage, and he was throwing more shots. And you know what that equates to, okay? If you're throwing more shots and doing more damage, probably more than likely you're up on the scorecards. So down 2 rounds, Ray Rodriguez, man, we saw a reincarnation of Jorge Masvidal. Ray ran at Tony Gravely. Ran at him and tried to hit him with a knee, but it failed. But, you got to understand, this is the Contender Series, man. You got to go for it. You got to go for it. You got to go for the knockout. You got to go for it. And if you don't get the knockout or the finish, more than likely you're not going to get a contract. So, it was ill-advised. I would have never advised him to do it, but I understand why he did a running knee to try to get Tony Gravely up out of there, man. I think everybody been watching that Ben Askren fight, so they might be ready for that. But Tony Gravely, when Ray Rodriguez missed that knee, Tony Gravely got the fight. The fight basically went to the ground because Ray was on his back. Tony dropped down on him, man, and just really started raining down shots on him. Ray was trying to cover up, man, but you can kind of tell, man, that he had taken some punishment in the first 2 rounds. You can kind of tell, man, that Ray, he had Ray's back, but Tony knew he wasn't going to submit Ray. So he started raining down shots. Ray was, defending the shots nicely. And I don't even think Ray was really getting hit, but I think, to me, I thought it was a good stoppage, because I was thinking maybe Ray will scramble back to his feet, but he was kind of just sitting there. He was on his knees and he had his hand up blocking. So, I don't know. I didn't think Ray was in any kind of real danger. But the referee just stopped it anyway to err on the side of caution, man. Man, this was a good-ass fight. This was a real good fight. Ray don't have anything to put his head down, but, man, it was a good fight between 2 skilled opponents, man. So shout out to Tony Gravely for winning this fight. Shout out to Ray Rodriguez, man, for making this fight entertaining as hell. It's your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done.